Thursday.
Amnesty row over fast track for asylum seekers. Now, we've got a huge 90,000 backlog of asylum seekers, largely brought on by our problems in the channel, and it's inducing other problems when they get here.
Yeah.
You know, we're having to store them, for the want of a better words. They've got to stay somewhere nice and safe and healthily, and you know that's becoming a problem because there's so many of them. And what this is aiming to do is push as many through as quickly as possible, which inevitably means less checks.
So it's difficult, isn't it? Because we saw the public disturbance in Liverpool recently.
Yeah.
We saw that there, you know, and obviously there was some very questionable behaviour from some of the individuals who were staying there. We've also seen lots of hotels being sort of
commandeered
into to kind of house people. So there is an issue here, but is this kind of backlog clearing exercise really the solution, Lewis? I mean, won't this just get people's hackles up?
Well, it's gotten my hackles up, and I'm not even from this country. I think it's basically the whole immigration thing is an insult to everybody who came in legally. You know, all those millions of people who've signed the forms and filled out the forms were brought over by their families.
There's a lot of forms to fill out.
A lot of forms to fill out, and those people were sitting there waiting. They had to go down to Croydon.
Oh, blimey!
Yeah, I think that's where the home office. That's where the home office is.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you have respect for the home office when it's at home?
So what you're suggesting is, you know, the people who are coming over illegally, who are being trafficked here, and you know, obviously that's benefiting a lot of awful gangster type people.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be treated the same way.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that, because that's the least important part, the trafficking. They came over on their own free will. No one forced them to go into those boats to go there. Some of them have. I know I should care about the people.
Some people do have incredible problems, and they're coming from war-torn areas, and they're coming from deprivation.
And some of them are, but we know that's not the case in this case.
What?
Those people coming from Albania, God bless them. It's not a war-torn country. They're poor. But it's not a war.
Yes, you're probably right when it comes to Albania. It's mostly economic migrants. But, Paul, so what do you make of it? I mean, what do we do? Because the numbers are escalating at such a rate. It's obviously not popular with the public. You know, if the Tories don't do anything about it, Labour are going to have to do something about it. But it does seem an impossible situation. But I imagine doing this sort of backlog clearing is just going to make people more resentful, because it now means that effectively a lot of these people don't even have to have meetings. They just fill out a form.
Exactly.
And it's sorted. Yeah. And, you know, we don't really know much about them.
Well, first of all, for me, this, and it's cynical for me to say so, but I think it is cynical, this is just dispersing the problem. So it's, at the moment, they're housed in these hotels, and you see, and specifically in Liverpool, they're all in one place. And now if you get them out of that place quickly and out into society, less of a problem for the authorities in one place. So they're dispersed around. The horse is bolted. This is a huge problem. Essentially, these people are the metaphorical horse. They are well out of the stable. The only way we can stop this is to stop them getting here. Now, there's two ways to do this. You stop them entirely, or you create safe passage. And I don't know if we've got room for safe passage.
It's really, really difficult, isn't it? Because, you know, there will be, as Lewis has pointed out, a lot of illegal migrants who shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be taking them on, but we don't want to get rid of our great tradition of bringing in people who really need help. I think that's something we should be proud of. But those people are getting lost in the shuffle here, I think.
Absolutely.
I think what it is it's the very proud, I'm afraid to use this word, but they're taking the, can I use that word? I
know what word you mean, so let's just leave it at that.
They're pulling the Mickey. They're taking the Mickey.
That'll work. Yeah, there we go.
I think they would say that in America. They're taking it's not that they're taking the Mickey. God bless them. Of course they want to come. They're told they can come, and they'll be allowed to come. Yeah. And this is a very good country. It's not the greatest country, but it is a very good country.
What's the greatest country, Lewis?
The greatest country is the United States.
Of course it is.